issued a very serious warning. And why is it serious? It's what I've been talking about for literally 2 years. It's happening right now. Not only are we going to talk about housing market crashing, but we're talking about literally interest rates, surprise upside. Nobody is talking about this. No one on the internet. They're all expecting, everyone is expecting on YouTube and all over the internet for the Fed to capitulate, for them to stop raising rates and then eventually lower them. But they cannot do that. And to say that Jamie Dimon is one of the smartest guys in the room is an understatement. Why? Simply put, he has the access to the most amazing information in the world. He literally equates the bank that he runs is literally owns 10% of the market share of all of the banks. It is literally the biggest bank, right? You remember Too Big to Fail? He has all of the information at his fingertips. He knows the truth. Whereas I'm out there trying to beat the streets and, like Warren, hey, interest rates are not done going up. Mortgage rates are not done going up. These things are happening. And people go, not here, not in my town. That guy is literally at the control panel of the most amazing computers in the world that literally take in every single piece of data that is telling literally to the second what is happening in the industry. All right, so check this out. This story is out of the Daily Hodl. Just came out right now. It's entitled JP Morgan CEO issues economic alert, says investors should prepare for real estate fallout and surprise interest rate hikes. This is what I've been preparing people for. This is why I did the real estate crash course, to get people, get them ready for this real estate crash so they don't dive in and at the wrong time. There is a special type of timing, and it is so easy. This is exactly what I went through in 2006 and 2008, but so much better. The crash is going to be so much better. If you guys want, I'll put a 70% off discount link, and I can actually say, after taking that course, you will have enough information to be able to pull the trigger at the proper time, not too early, not too late, and it will save you a lot more than the $300 the course takes. And I continually make courses. I'm about to do a subject 2 video. I've got to get that going pretty soon, but I'm going to keep making lessons for that course. But as I make more lessons, the price is going to go up. Okay, so just letting you know. Right now, I think there's like 28 videos in that course. So he says right here again, says that investors should prepare for real estate fallout and surprise interest rate hikes. It says JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon just issued a new economic alert. At the company's latest shareholder meeting, Dimon told investors that America's regional banking crisis will likely have a domino effect on the real estate industry. And that is so true. To say that they have a domino effect is an understatement. Why? Because of the amount of exposure to commercial mortgage-backed securities. And they are so big as these dominoes continue to fall and each bank continues to fall. Again, remember, we are in the eye of the storm right now. It almost seems calm and eerie, like, wait a minute, it wasn't just a few weeks ago. We're having the greatest banking crash since the 29 crash. Literally, like, we already have now passed 2008 banking crash numbers. Aren't we in the middle of literally a bank run where M2 money supply is collapsing right now? We haven't seen that happen since the crash of 29. Literally, we didn't see it in the Great Recession. We didn't see it in the recession of 1994. We literally are watching history being written right now, okay? But now all of a sudden, all that stuff's gone. It's not in the news. There's new stuff going on. It's like this flurry of economic activity. It's good. It's good. President Joe Biden, literally, check this out. This was his tweet just earlier today. Let me go back to it because this is absolute ludicrous. I can't find it now, but it was about literally how strong the economy is and how resilient it was, where he said just a year ago, we were talking about it sputtering and just getting along, just getting up there, but now it's just blowing up with manufacturing. Type 1 if you think that manufacturing is not doing well, and type 2 if you think it's doing okay. I think that manufacturing has fallen off of a cliff as we see the dry Baltic index drop, shipping rates, freight rates on the waterways fall, because the facts are, just like Jamie Dimon is seeing the facts, well, the rates are falling because nobody's shipping anything. So the shipping companies need to get something. They need to try and make something. So they're lowering their rates, right? He sees the exact same thing in the real estate industry. It says right here, there's always an offsides. The offsides in this case will probably be real estate. It'll be certain locations, certain office properties, certain construction loans. It could be very isolated. It won't be every bank. Let me stop there and tell you it will be every bank, because what's going to happen is even the banks that aren't hurting, as all the other banks hurt, they're going to contract the amount of money they want to put out in loans as people get laid off. They're like, ugh, we don't want to put out just a loan to anybody like we are right now. All these banks are crashing. Yeah, we get it. We're still doing good, but we want people to pay higher fees. because we need to take on that risk, and we need to be able to go to our shareholders and say, this is what we're doing to mitigate risk. One way is to charge higher fees. Another way is to loan less to people, and loan to the people that they are loaning will have stellar credit, stellar history. And we're talking stellar credit. It's not just an 800 credit score anymore. It's called a thick file. You need a lot of data going into that 800 or 780 or 760 credit score to be able to justify why you're giving them the money for that next house, okay? So it's going to become harder as this crash progresses to be able to go and justify to their shareholders how much money they're putting out and who they're giving it to, okay? So I'm going to disagree with Jamie Morgan, but also Jamie Dimon, you have to understand right now, he's also in a position where he's like, I don't want anyone freaking out and not getting a mortgage with us or selling our bank shares, okay? The name of the game right now is telling you the truth, but in a way that you don't know how bad the news is, so that you don't go run out and sell your stock, take all your money out of the bank. That's what's going on. It says here, you're already seeing, and this is him speaking, you're already seeing credit tightening up because the easiest way for a bank to retain capital is not to make the next loan. Exactly what I've said. And honestly, guys, I never have ever pre-read a news story, ever ever. I've done it live in front of people, like, here, just pick something. I read the headline, I'm like, cool, we're gonna talk about this. And I'm reading it alongside of you, so ironically, I'm calling things out ahead than before what Jamie Dimon says. That shows you where my mind is at, that logical thinking. And literally, let me know in the comment section, do you think the markets are illogical right now? Do you think the housing market is illogical? Well, I'm gonna tell you what, I say so, and Jamie Dimon says so. It says right here, Dimon says he also has a contrarian view on interest rates. I can't even make this stuff up. I wish you guys knew that I actually didn't read this story. So he's just like me. He believes that interest rates are going to go up. Let's find out why. Unlike the majority of investors, according to CME's FedWatch tracker, Dimon believes the Federal Reserve may continue to significantly raise rates, significantly, as banks tighten up their lending standard. Here's this quote. I think everyone should be prepared for rates going higher from here. If that 5% is not enough, you should prepare for 6 or 7%. Do you know what that's going to do? It's going to make the ninja right, and a 30-year mortgage is going to be in the double digits. That's right. And you're going to be able to say, you know what? The real estate ninja and the economic ninja, the dynamic twins, are literally the only ones that ever said this. You got all these people on YouTube just telling you, this is what happened. All right, well, there's very few people saying, that's what's about to happen. And very few people understand that. It doesn't take a college degree to figure this out, because I don't have one. I couldn't hack it through college. My point being is it takes logical thinking and experience. And the more experience, the more things you've tried in life gives you that ability to be able to project what happens in the future, because you have a wider view back into the past, into history, to be able to judge what's going to come in the future. All right? It says right here, according to CME at the time of publishing, 71.9% of investors believe the Fed will not raise rates next month, with 28% expecting another hike. Dimon, who turned 67 in March, says he has no plans to retire anytime soon. Dimon took over as CEO of JP Morgan back in December 2005. Why would he ever want to retire when literally the greatest opportunity to grow wealth and for his bank to buy up all those homes that people are losing in this next downturn is sitting here? He's going to probably go down as one of the most successful bank CEOs in history, because he is one of the smartest guys in the room, because he has all of the data. All right? Says, oh, that's the end of the story. Point being is this. We literally have a moment where we have the greatest opportunity in history to grow generational wealth, but you're never going to be able to do it unless you're prepared. You got to be out of debt, thinking clearly in your mind. That's what happens when you're out of debt. You're clear thinking. Then you need to have a good credit score, work on that. You have a thick file, right? Think about being able to prove to a bank that you can walk in and go, where are your foreclosures? They give you the list. They go, I'll just take that one over, that one over, and that one over. And they'll just hand them to you. That's literally how it works during desperate times, because they would know that you're going to be able to make the payment. My point being is that you're not going to have that unless you have all those things lined up. And that's what I teach in the course. So I'll put 70% off discount link below. As I make more lessons here in the next coming months, I'm going to raise the price. But guys, I thank you so much for watching this. With that being said, the Real Estate Ninja, and it's not the Economic Ninja, hit the subscribe button if you've never seen this channel. It's a totally different channel, is out.